Hello everyone, welcome to our discussions on Bhagvath in a simple understanding way. Today we will be studying episode number 61, text number 6.26 to 6.28. As discussed in the last episode, I'll just read out the translation so that we'll have an interlink. So the last text which we entered was शनैः शनैः उपरमेद बुद्धया धृतिकृतीतया आत्मसंस्थं मनः कृत्वा न किञ्चिदपि चिन्तयेत्. Means he should through gradual practice attain tranquility and fixing the mind on God through reason controlled by steadfastness. He should not think of anything else. So as we know, we are in Dhyana Yoga chapter, and Krishna is training how a person has to improve his concentration meditation on him, that is Krishna, in a step-by-step manner. While explaining this, what are the difficulties which a person might face in the process of meditation, that will be explained today, and how to overcome, and by overcoming it, what is he going to achieve. So we'll start text number 26. So it says, yato nischarati manash chanchalam astiram tatastato niyamyaitad atmaneva vasham nayat. Drawing back this restless and fidgety mind from all those objects after which it turns, you should repeatedly fix it on God. So Krishna practically knows what are the difficulties. When we sit for a meditation, we know we cannot concentrate on an object for a long period of time. Why long period of time? Even for long minutes. One can try this. Anybody hearing, he can sit in a place and try to concentrate on any matter he likes. Right? Let him try, and let him try to concentrate on an object for more than a targeted period of time. Let it target for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever. One sees that after concentrating for few minutes, automatically his mind gets diverted to some other topic, and mind doesn't stay on which he wants to concentrate on. So same difficulty is also, or will also be seen in meditation process, where the mind cannot concentrate on Vishnu form or the Om or any the Sankhya form, whatever people think. But here in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna clearly explains that one has to concentrate on his four end forms. That is given in the previous shlokas itself. So in doing so, Krishna knows that a person and sadhaka will surely divert his attention to the various thoughts, the vasanas, the smell, whichever he has gained. Like last time we explained like how a ghee placed in a pot, even after cleaning that pot, the pot will hold the smell. Same way a person, even though he is given up the material world, he is given up all his activities in the material world, but still those desires remain latent in him, and those desires may pull him for a period of time. So Krishna says, don't worry, this will happen to everyone. Whenever this happens, bring back the mind forcibly. When you come to know that you have diverted from the goal, bring back the mind to its original duty, that is Dhyana Yoga, what he was performing. So bring back to that Dhyana Yoga process and concentrate. So this is what Krishna says. And by doing so, what happens? That is explained in the next shloka. Prashantam manasam hinam yoginam sukam uttamam upaiti shanta rajasam brahma bhutam akalmusham. For to the yogi whose mind is perfectly serene, who is sinless, whose passion is subdued, and who is identified with Brahman, the embodiment of truth, knowledge and bliss, supreme happiness comes as a matter of course. So again, previous discussions also we had discussed is how a person when he achieves Dhyana Yoga and completely overcomes the 4 stages of consciousness, the final stage of consciousness is bliss, supreme bliss, which he will attain. By attaining the supreme bliss stage, he will become really happy. Now, what are these 4 stages? I'll try to just explain. The 4 stages are, one is the awakening stage, which we all are. Then next is the dreaming stage, that is when we go to sleep, we always dream. So night when we sleep for 8 hours or 6 hours, whatever thing, we generally a material body, or the body is not functional but the mind is functional, and the mind goes into its own world. It starts dreaming about whatever it had desired, whatever it had seen, whatever it had acted. Generally we see the dreams in the sleep. So this is called dream state. There's another state, the third stage, which is called deep sleep stage. In this stage there is no dream and there is no bodily activity also. So this happens when we are very, very tired and we are really lost of sleep, and we just crash on the bed and we just sleep, and suddenly we see we woken up in the morning. We don't know what has happened in between. We don't remember anything what has happened in between, and we don't remember of doing anything also. So this is called as deep sleep stage. And the final consciousness stage is called as turiya, or it is called as samadhi. Now samadhi is also like this deep sleep state, but the difference between deep sleep stage and samadhi is, in deep sleep stage one doesn't know what was happening around him. Okay, he just sleeps and he wakes up, and he comes back again to the normal state, and he again falls into maya. That is the wakeful stage. But in samadhi stage, the person is well aware of what is happening around him, and also is simultaneously in the deep sleep stage. And once he comes out of the samadhi also, is still in transcendental stage and is aware of what is happening, and it is eternal. Means he doesn't fall back into maya. That is the awakeful stage. Okay, this is called as samadhi stage. So there are 4 stages. So this should be understood. Now what Krishna is speaking here about the blissful stage, the present stage, is the 4th stage. For Sankhya, people who follow Sankhya philosophy, for them the deepful stage or the blissful stage is merging into the Brahman. For devotees, it is completely getting into Krishna consciousness, or they become their consciousness is deeply merged with Lord's service. It might be Krishna, Rama, whatever, Vishnu, anything, that is up to the devotee's desire. But at this stage is completely into Krishna or into Rama or into Narsimha or serving them, and it doesn't have any other consciousness. Just like in Sankhya, it merges into the Brahman. It's a deep sleep where it doesn't interact with anything outside material world. Same thing happens with a devotee also. So that is called blissful supreme happiness stage. Okay. Now after attaining this, what next happens? That is in the text number 28. We will read that. Yunjun evam sadatmanam yogi vigata kalvishah sukena brahma samsparsham atyanta sukham ashnate. The sinless yogi, thus uniting his self constantly with God, easily enjoys the eternal bliss of oneness with Brahma. So the same thing what we had explained in the earlier text. So a person, after constantly practicing with God, a sinless yogi, one thing is everybody has to be sinless to come into this process. So a yogi is considered to be sinless. That is, it doesn't break any of the regulative principles. That is, meat eating or intoxication, gambling, or illicit sex, such kind of sinful activities is absent in a yogi. Thus, uniting his self constantly with God. His self constantly with God means his chitta or his soul is completely engaged in the service of the Supreme Soul. Right? That is, his self is at the conscious level. See, there are 3 stages. Again, bodily level, mind level, intellectual level, and the 4th, the higher is the soul level. The soul is always always engaged in the service of God. It's not only mind level also. Mind level also, it is forceful. Intellectual level is again a bit higher, but material conscious is present there. But on the soul level, by soul, a person loves the super soul. By soul level is engaged in serving, or is engaged in the concentration of his mind or whole body, whatever, into the Supreme Soul. That stage is called as eternal bliss of oneness. So by doing so, by completely getting engrossed in God's thinking, God's activity, God's all kinds of paraphernalia, whatever is available, such person becomes eternally bliss with or eternally one with Brahman. Eternally one means, for Sankhyas it is getting merged, for devotees it is eternally getting oneness, means eternally getting aligned with the God's uh, activities or consciousness. His mind never thinks of anything else than doing some or the other activity of God. So that is how the bliss is obtained by devotees and by Sankhya philosophers. That is Brahman philosopher, or that is merging of the soul with the super soul. That is one kind of philosophy. Other one is the super soul, or the soul is always different from the super soul, but the soul completely surrenders itself to the super soul's desire and does complete activities of what super soul wants him to do. That is called Bhakti Yoga. Hence, we will be ending this discussion today as a short class. We want to keep it short so that people can at least spend some time on these topics, because when it becomes lengthy, they're trying to avoid it. So we'll be ending today's class. Thanks to Bhagavad Gita tattva vichetanni, and next week we'll have more discussions on more topics. Thank you.